Hello guys, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 221. I have a lot of stuff to say on this chapter because I'm very excited to tell you guys so many things. This chapter is really good, so if you're into what I gotta say, be sure to like, subscribe, share the video with the rest of your viewers. The comment sections down below for you to use. Be sure to be respectful. Let's get on to the video. So, to start off the chapter, we could see Yuji and Takaba making preparations for Gojo's comeback. Now, in my mind, the preparations that they're making is putting a blanket on top of the prison realm, which is very confusing. But then the Angel starts saying, yo, you really finna bring him back into a space like this? And then Takaba brings up this idea like, oh, is it about the decorations? And then talks to Momo while basically misinterpreting everything that Angel was saying. Because in his own mind, he's thinking about decorations and surprise, while Angel's talking about something deeper. Now, as we go into the dialogue, Angel starts explaining something. She says, it is said time does not follow within the prison realm. Therefore, whatever is trapped inside will not die due to starvation or old age. The prisoner will live indefinitely so long as they do not end their own life. I think I already got this because when someone says time doesn't move in there, I think I already get what's going on unless you kill yourself. That's my whole run. I already understood that. And then as the dialogue goes, we get to see Hakari say, sounds like you could use it as a time machine. And I'm like, hyperbolic? While I also know that hyperbolic isn't the way I'm going to use that, because hyperbolic, you can still grow old and stuff, even as time passes slowly outside. And then Angel says, nah, it's not like that. And as she talks, she says, precisely because there's no concept of physical time, it is impossible for us to know how Gojo Satoru has perceived the last 19 days since Halloween. And in my mind, I'm like, 19 days? God damn! Because I didn't really think about this. Nigga, we're in December. Probably, not December. We're in November. So it's like, really, bro? Like, it hasn't even been that long, but all this stuff and all these calamities are happening that I'm going to talk about in future videos. Bro, there's so much stuff. And as the dialogue goes, she says, it could have felt like a blink of an eye for him, but it equally possibly could have felt like 100 years. So that's very interesting because I didn't think about the whole 100 years thing or a blink of an eye thing. So for him, it could have just been like, yo, I passed out and I woke up like at a random time. Or it could have been, yo, it feels like I'm in here for like a whole century. That would make a nigga lose his mind. Watch that video that I made about Gojo being a calamity. I would really appreciate it. That video talks about my thoughts on the theory I had with that. As the dialogue goes, Angel says, what I'm worried about is Gojo Satoru's mental state. He's the strongest sorcerer of the current generation, right? That's what I'm saying. Go watch that video. And Shoko comes in out of nowhere and says, essentially, if Gojo is currently in a state of mental disarray, undoing the seal in a narrow space like this could be very dangerous. And then Yuji, Kirara, and Hakari basically think up a titan like Gojo going crazy and shit. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, you guys are dumb as hell if you thought you were going to bring him in this fucking apartment building. The fuck is wrong with you niggas? That's not smart. Because shit could pop off very quickly. Gojo would literally go crazy and kill all y'all niggas. Maybe he wouldn't even recognize what the hell is going on. Because I have a theory about the whole thing of if someone is stuck in a passage of time. Now, as that time moves on the outside, but they're stuck in that current space. And then if the theory is correct on Angel's side about the whole 100 years thing, it would be like, what if it was like 1,000 or even 1,000,000 years? Would the person lose their memories of their past because their mind is being overloaded with I want to get out of here? Or they come to a familiarization of the place that they're in? That's just a little tidbit of theory that I have. And I'll talk about that in a later video if it give more context to it. So then in the next panel, we get to see that they move to a different area called Saitama Prefecture Kiroko Mines in Jujutsu High Training Ground number 4. So they're in a part of a Jujutsu High Training Ground in a different area in Japan. So then they can have a bigger space to protect themselves and also see what's going to be happening when unsealing the main man, Gojo. And then you get to see Yuji and Inumaki. Inumaki the GOAT over here, man. I missed Inumaki, bro. Even though you didn't do as much in the series, I still missed Inumaki, dog. Then we see useless Hana Karusu doing something impactful for once with her garbage self. Fuck you, Hana Karusu. Then Inumaki gives a signal, salmon, maybe translated to yes in Inumaki rice ball language. She pulls out the Jacob's ladder trying to unseal Gojo. Now that was really interesting because so Jacob's ladder is the main thing when it comes to the whole unsealing. I thought it was just for specific like evil and all that type of stuff, but it's actually for that. Then you get to see Yuji and Inumaki with the helmet on because he's like, nigga, no rocks are gonna hit my head. Then you see Yuki and Momo and Takaba breaking the fourth wall, looking straight at us with the bottom panel showing Shoko with sunglasses on, looking cool as fuck because she already knows nothing's gonna happen to me, nigga. I'm safe as hell. I really do think that's how she's feeling. I really do think that's how she's feeling. Then, as the smoke picks up, the heroes of the story run in wondering, is it safe to come over there? Because Gojo's powerful. And we already know that he would no-diff everybody around this area. So, the safety measures are high with calling out his name. And as the dust clears, nothing's there. The confusion happens, and then speculation occurs. We see Yuji bringing up, what? Did he disappear? Along with the prison realm? Hana starts sweating with her dumbass. Then we see Takaba having his own speculation, and thus yet another useless piece of trivia is known to the world. If the back of the prison realm is exposed to Angel's Curse technique, Gojo Satoru is wiped from existence. That is a very interesting speculation, Takaba, because that's what my mind was when I was reading this chapter. Because I was like, what the hell happened to Gojo? And then Takaba like made me think that way for just a second though, because I don't think that Gege would fuck up his story like that just for shits and giggles right now. Then you see in the next panel, Hana's basically trying to make some type of excuse. Might Gojo Satoru actually be some kind of evil spirit? Would explain why he disappeared when exposed to our light. So it isn't really my fault then, right? Bro, this girl's making so many excuses for herself being useless and dumb. And then Yuji says, nigga, why are you playing up defenses? While Shoko brings up the fact, well, can't really argue that Gojo's personality had some evil to it because we already know that Gojo is like a devious person. But he's not an evil person. We know that for sure, even though he's capable of literally no-diffing everybody. We know that. But we know his personality through and through. Then in the next panel, we see an earthquake with Yuji bringing up something that I'm also thinking. This can't be a coincidence. While reading this chapter, I also agreed with that because it's like, nigga, you just tried to unseal Gojo. The prison realm disappeared with an earthquake happening and about a couple minutes afterwards. That's fucking wild. Then we see in the next panel as it goes down that the panel looks like a drawing of a dark space. That it just looks very strange for like the next transition. And as we read the dialogue, it says, I had placed the prison realm at the subjugation zone, 8,000 meters below the surface in the Japan Trench. And of course, I placed cursed spirits to act as sensors beneath the multiple layers of seals over top. Now, in my mind, I'm like, who's making this dialogue? And as we go down, we see it's Kenny boy. You see it's Kenny. He's saying, Tengen told me all about the back after being absorbed. In theory, this would mean that you would perish even if the seal were somehow broken. My confusion happened here because I'm like, why is Kenjaku bringing up this stuff right now? Is this present time or is this past time? That was my thoughts on this. And as we go down, we see him say, so tell me, how in the world did you do it? He's looking up, and I'm like, who's he looking up at? Then I see to the side of the panel, we see the GOAT! We see our nigga Gojo, bro. The prodigal son has returned. Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy, bro. It's been 3.5 years of disappearance with people getting fucked up for character development. Gojo, come here. Come here back into the story, dog. Let's go, dog. And my theory is in the trash. It's gone. Like, but you still watch that video, please. Then Kenny starts giving digs at Gojo, basically saying, yo, it's been a long time since you were truly able to relax. Basically, he's like shitting on the man when we nigga, just shut up the fuck up, man. And Gojo agrees. Hey, you should choose your words carefully. After all, they will be your last. Nigga, that's what I'm thinking too, nigga. Like, this dude's really acting like he's up there, sweating while the shit is about to pop off. Like, get the fuck out of here, Kenjaku. Even though I like you a lot, nigga, you better calm down with the shit talk. Even though you're running this series right now. Then we see some sort of clash happening with a beam of light
With Kenny being safe for some reason, my speculation occurs about the whole gravity technique that he has or whatever the hell is going on with him, but that's not what it is. Then we see in the next panel, him looking up, and I'm like, why is he looking up with two people up in the air? And Gojo in the next panel saying, you've changed quite a bit since the last time I saw you, Megami. Nigga, it's the two hymns of the story clashing, bro. This is one of my fucking favorite panels, bro. I fucking love this shit, man. Like, we haven't seen cool shit like this in a while, even though people can make the arguments that the Calling Games had a lot of cool stuff, but I'll talk about that in later videos and my thoughts. But right now, bro, I'm feeling a lot of emotions, and I'm really fucking happy, dog. I'm really happy right now. Then Sukuna starts bringing up this whole thing about, do you still remember? With a callback to when he said, after I take this brat's body for myself, you'll be the first person I kill. With him laughing, saying, well, in the end, this brat is the one I took over. I will finish you. Nigga, bro, he basically like made like a bait and switch with his words and changed up the person he was going to be with the plan being that he was going to take over Megami in the first place. That's the wild bit. And then Gojo says the ultimate shit talk, man. He says, bruh, nigga, you suck, bruh. Nigga, the nigga who ran away from Yuji, dog, coming with your tail between your legs is pathetic, nigga. Bro, my nigga Gojo's like, yo, this nigga's trash, bro. Nigga ran away from Yuji because he couldn't handle that cage that he was stuck in, bitch. Like, bruh. And then you see Uraume, the dick rider, get fucking one-shotted. Get the fuck out of the story, Uraume. Your whole character is dick ride. Even though you're a good support for Sukuna, it's still annoying as hell to have to see your dumbass on screen every single time doing some dick ride energy. Like, this character pisses me off because every time they're on screen, they literally keep doing the dick ride shit. So annoying, bro. Get the fuck out of here, Uraume. Get out of here. Then Gojo says what I'm saying. Nigga, who are you fucking getting one-shotted out of here with blood splatter everywhere? Nigga, that's how it's gonna be. The fuck out of here, Uraume. Then you see Kenjaku, like, stop the fight and say, whoa, Sukuna, yo, you have a deal with me. Remember, like, you gotta make good on that promise, bruh. And then Gojo says, nigga, are you serious, bro? The great Sukuna would so nicely obey instructions his mommy knit on his hanky. Talking shit to this nigga, bro. The fucking prodigal has returned, bruh. Let's go. Then you see, like, Gojo going to this whole dialogue that I wanted him to talk about. I really wanted Gojo to go into this because I had a lot of thoughts on this. He says, well, on my end, I also have some things to take care of before fighting Sukuna. I came all this way to give Suguru's body a proper burial. But who would have thought Sukuna got so close to the person inhabiting him? It's probably a binding vow. Damn, wait, what a pain. That's what I'm thinking. I wanted Gojo to go into this because, listen, Gojo, you need to know everything that's going on. I don't think you know for sure what's going on, but I think you kind of get it a little bit because it's like, bro, Gojo, your friends died. One of your students is probably dead, which I think she's dead, but if she's alive, she's alive. And there's so many things going on. You lost like a big part of your life when it comes to your friendships. It's crazy. And then there's another like callback to something that I don't really get, but Sukuna starts thinking about absolute strength and the solitude that comes along with it. The one who will teach you about love is, I think this is the Yorozu fight, even though I'm trying to blank that shit out of my memory. Yorozu's in the garbage for me, so that shit's kind of like blanked out for me. But so someone can explain this. And Sukuna starts saying, that's fine with me. Then Gojo asks, what's today's date? Kenjaku answers November 19th. Then Gojo says, yo, you want to do this shit on the 24th of December, dog? And then Kenjaku's laughing while saying this is a romantic due to the date of it being Christmas. Gojo's giving him a little bit of the creeps right there. Then Gojo says, yo, ultimate shit talk, bro. He says 2 death anniversaries will make things complicated, nah? Because he's like, bro, I got to bury Suguru's body in the same day he died, bro. We can't have that shit having no difference. We have to have it on the same day, bitch. Then Kenjaku says, yo, you think you could win? Nigga, shut up, Kenjaku. My nigga planning, plotting, nigga, Aizen. Calm down. Then after that, then Gojo starts laughing, with him also doing a callback to when Yuji asked him the question with their conversation. Sensei, who's stronger between you two? If Sukuna regained his full strength, then it'd be a tad difficult, is what Gojo's saying. And Yuji says, would you lose? And he says, nah, I will win, bruh. End of chapter, a declaration of victory right after his comeback. This is wild. I love this chapter. I really, really love this chapter. Like, this chapter does a lot that I wanted to see. This chapter does a lot that I wanted Gojo to reflect on. But I also had theories of it going sideways where he was going to go crazy. But this is what I really did want. That's the crazy bit. This is what I really did want. I'm very excited for where this story is going to be going. And yeah, this was just me gushing about the whole chapter, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the video with the rest of your village, the comment section down below. Be sure to be respectful, and I am out.